Second straight day, we can tell you the virus has spread faster outside China than within that country. There are hundreds of new cases reported throughout the rest of the world. So here is the updated map. There are 50 countries and regions now affected. And as you can see, there's COVID-19 cases reported in every continent except Antarctica. Denmark, Norway, Estonia, North Macedonia, Romania, Georgia, Pakistan have all reported their first cases in the last 24 hours. South Korea remains the country with the most infections outside China. It had a surge in around 500 new cases, so its total has risen to more than 1,700, the country reporting a 13th death today. As we turn to the European hotspot and look live at Milan, the Duomo, the Piazza del Duomo there in Milan, which is usually such a gathering point for all sorts of tourists and pilgrims. Italy reporting more deaths and more cases today. Just a few minutes ago, the report that 2 more people had died, so that is 14 deaths in Italy. And the number has also jumped. It is now more than 500. Renee Filippone is part of our CBC News team in Italy, covering the situation. And once again, from that piazza right in front of that beautiful church, reporting to us live. That big increase in cases, Renee, particularly in the north. Again, that must be preoccupying health officials there.
Absolutely. Health officials are very busy still trying to figure out exactly how this is spreading. The attention from Italians here today, though, is focused on a revelation on social media from the governor of this region, the governor of Lombardy, who announced late last night that he is putting himself in self-quarantine. He says that a member of his staff, someone he works with, had tested positive for the coronavirus. Everyone in the office, including himself, was also tested. For now, those tests have come back negative. It's about a 4-minute video where you can see the governor putting on a mask, saying he's going to continue to work hard to stop the spread of this, saying he believes their efforts are working and that he feels they'll get to the point where they can either slow the spread and then eventually stop the spread so that life can get back to normal here in Milan and the surrounding regions. There's also a bit of damage control going on. As you mentioned, a lot of the focus has been placed here on Italy. We heard from an Italian physician who is working with the WHO and has been working on the response here in Italy. He spoke with a local paper to basically saying he feels the numbers in Italy have been slightly exaggerated, that only 190 cases so far have been verified through a 2-step verification process, and they're continuing to try to verify the rest of them. And he also says he believes because they are testing so many people here, that's likely why the numbers keep rising so quickly. In fact, they're testing people who don't even have symptoms, and that's something a lot of other countries aren't doing right now.
So, Renee, as you've spoken to people there and as you continue to talk to people, yesterday you introduced us to somebody who was a tour guide, talking about the impact on tourism. As you talk to people today, what's your latest read on how this is playing out in Milan, which is the economic engine of Italy? It's its real business hub.
Absolutely. We've spent the morning sort of going around a number of places in the city. It's a little bit busier today than it was yesterday. It seems like people are coming out a bit right now. They're maybe getting over the initial shock of what has happened. However, the restrictions still remain in place here in Milan. We also visited a grocery store to get a sense of what's going on there. You must remember those photos from earlier in the week with those empty grocery store shelves. Well, today those grocery store shelves are all full with fresh produce and goods. They are busy with customers not even wearing masks in them, but it's important to note those are pictures from here in Milan. There has not been an outbreak here in Milan. We have not been able ourselves to obviously get into the red zone because of health reasons, so we don't know what's going on in those quarantine areas. There are pictures on social media that show it is still pretty much a dire situation with empty grocery store shelves there. The people there, they have been days now cut off from the rest of the world. We also spoke with today a Canadian who lives in Milan. She's a student here, and most of her they've been off school. She says a number of her colleagues have either gone home to other cities in Italy, some have even returned to North America, but she has made the decision to stay here for now. Have a listen.
I pretty much check multiple times a day how the number of cases, because it's increasing so rapidly, and also where the cases are, because right now, as far as I'm aware, there's not many or any in Milan, but just the surrounding areas mostly.
And Heather, that is exactly how officials want to keep it. They do not want to have anything here escalate in this big financial, economic hub of Italy, Milan.
Enjoying the coverage, Renee. Thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you again. That's Renee right there in that beautiful piazza in Milan, Italy this morning.